So I've wanted to do shorter stiletto nails lately, and so I'm going to do that today. I'm going to just apply a super thin coat of clear acrylic right along the line of the tip. These were glued on with my effortless glue. They're super good actually, but I like, actually I might be able to shape these. I haven't actually tried without the clear base. I'm going to try right now. I'm just covering the clear here so I don't spill on it. Okay, so I'm going to use my Glitter Bells 180 grit file. And I'm just going to carefully file the sides and over where the tip goes over the nail, just to blend a little bit. And I'm shaping these extra pointy. Okay, so yeah, this glue is really strong, and I guess you don't really need to put your clear base down before this. I guess it's up to personal preference. I personally like putting my clear base down, but you really don't have to. Make sure you're using that effortless glue. It's pretty solid and strong. Just gonna blend a little and file them with just gonna blend these with my sanding gun. I'm just using my 240 grit Glitter Bells file to go over the natural nail. If you guys want to see some prep videos, I do prep on all of my nail clients and myself, so I have some playlists of that. Okay, so this is what they look like. I gotta get rid of all this dust and then we can get started on decorating. I got this message when I said what color combo should I do next? Purple unicorn. So the color combo is going to be purple unicorn. When I think of purple unicorn, I think of like, you know, something like this. So I'm going to do purple unicorn themed nails. Not purple unicorn nails, purple unicorn themed nails. So we're going to use Savannah and Violet Pearl, as well as these glitters, Precious and Yvonne, these hearts. And I'm thinking some silver too. This one called Chunky Star. I want hearts, lots of hearts on this one. So I'm going to make this one the full purple Violet Pearl. This is a really packed color. So what I'm going to do is stir it up. So it's kind of hard to pick up. My first bead just kind of didn't pick up. So stir it up or shake it up. And now you can pick up some. I'm going in with this at the cuticle area. I'm placing this down, cleaning off my brush, and then I'm gonna push this close and fade this down. So these shimmery colors are full of pigment and you really don't need a lot. As you can see, a little goes a long way. I gotta build this up because you can see the tip, so I'm just gonna leave that just because this room is really cold right now. This nail is just gonna be pure glitter. This is the Precious glitter. So I'm pushing that close. So I just mix this with some clear acrylic, so it's gonna be a little messy. It's not actually a acrylic mix. So you have to kind of mix it yourself. I picked up way too much, but that's fine. I'm gonna apply more clear onto that. And then just move this around where I want it. This has little stars in it. We're also gonna add the hearts because this is purple unicorn now. This doesn't need to be perfect because I'm gonna fill in any kind of spaces with hearts. So it doesn't need to be perfect. And this one's dried enough to add more purple to it, to build it up, to cover that tip. You don't want to leave that. Even though we're covering it with hearts, just in case. And it doesn't really matter if I get glitter on this because I plan to add glitter to this now. There we go. I'll just leave that as is. I'm going to pick up some clear and then I'm going to grab some hearts. And I'm just going to place that on this now. Just wherever. I'm going to keep the hearts facing downward. I'm going to add some of that precious glitter. Just picking up a teeny tiny bit. I don't want a lot. I'm going to get rid of some of that stars. Just going to rub this in. Just so I get a little bit of that glitter. And then I can pick up some of the hearts with the clear. That's cute. It'll be cute when it's all encapsulated. It might look weird now. That's just because that's how it looks. So we got 2 more to do and we have all of this. I definitely need to use some of the silver and the pink, purple glitter. But Teddy's awake, so I'm gonna go take care of him and then I'll finish this later. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna do actually a smile line on this now. Sorry if you can hear my printer printing. I'm gonna use the pink opal actually for this one. So I actually had my brush clogged. And so I left it propped up in my monomer dish like this overnight, and now it's soft. So if you ever have it a little bit clogged, try that before getting up. Okay, I'm putting down a bead right here, cleaning off my brush, and then I'm quickly gonna get my cuticle area while letting that kind of fall downwards. That's why you bend the finger downward. So the product can kind of go that way instead of into the cuticle area. So I'm just getting my cuticle area bead done. And then I work on the smile line. So I'm cleaning off my brush. And I'm just going to carve that smile line. Wiping off my brush and carving. I'm cleaning off my brush with monomer. Now I'm just gonna make that line more defined. Driving. I'm just gonna add a little more right to the cuticle area. I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this smile line to dry. Pink opal, cuticle area. Just so I can tie that color in. So I apply that down at the cuticle area, and then pat and pull and drag that down. This isn't going to be a smile line or anything. I'm just going to leave that, and then we're going to go in with this beautiful Savannah glitter right there. I'm just going to fade this up. Just dotting the glitter so it moves. Wiping off and cleaning the brush. And I'm just going to fade that down. So pretty. And then I'm going to go in with the chunky star. Well, I'm going to add a little bit of the precious glitter as well. Over top of that pink. Because these are supposed to be like obnoxiously glittery. And of course I gotta add more hearts. Okay, this nail should have dried by now. So we're going to use a file to refine that shape. So we're just using the edge of the file. Make sure you score this with a buffing block first. And you're just going to, in a straight up and down motion, not like this or like that, just like that. Just gonna kind of clean up that carved line. You just kind of want to do this until you're happy with the evenness of this. You can go over it too if you want. Not happy with that smile line, but I might just cover it with crystals if it doesn't turn out exactly how I want. Okay. So I'm gonna add that purple. I'm just gonna push that towards that smile line. And a little goes a long way, you can see with that. I'm gonna leave that like that. I'm gonna go in with Savannah because I need more of this beautiful glitter. I'm gonna go up the side. Just leave it kind of right there. And then I'm going to also use Precious. And add a heart or two. Okay, so this is where we're at so far. And we're going to encapsulate with some clear acrylic. So since these nails aren't super long, I'm just going to encapsulate starting in the cuticle area. I have the finger bent slightly downward, just so no bead runs anywhere. And then I'm pushing this towards the cuticle area, and then fading this down. Pretty twindy. And it's cold in here. And baby monitor's beeping, I'm sorry. Picking up a large bead, sticking that down, cleaning off my brush with monomer, and shaping it, and then going in. The cuticle area, and then I'm just going to fade down. I did 2 sets of nails today, and it is extremely cold, so I don't know which set goes up first, but I mentioned that the coldness in my studio here makes the product dry slower, which makes it a little bit harder to maneuver, but yeah, it's fine, it still works. It's just a little cold. And then people have suggested putting your monomer on a like mug warmer, so I'm going to try that soon. I'll let you guys know if that makes a difference. I'm sure it will, because I used to put my monomer into a warm dish of water, but I use the Pretty Lotus dishes, so that wouldn't really work. So core powders don't need to be encapsulated, but if you want to add an apex, you can. And I do need to encapsulate the tip. Okay, so I'm going back and adding an apex again to this one because it's flattened now that that's dry because it's so cold. So I gotta build this back up. Okay, I'm gonna file these now. I'm just gonna debulk a little bit with the carbide. You really don't need to debulk much. And then the rest I'm gonna do by hand. taking my 180 grit file to file the rest of these. So I go under and straighten, under, straighten. You want to keep this pointy, which means make sure that this area is not bulky. It also looks rounded out. So I go like this. Everything I do with a very light hand. I'm not putting a lot of pressure so I don't take too much off. So I hold the finger here in here, hold the nail here, and then I stick my finger under here. Go up and down. And then I'm going to also go straight, not round. And then I'm just going like this over top. I'm not rounding it out. This is staying straight. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that wind. It's super loud. I'm gonna wake my baby up. This is how it looks after filing. Give it a good dust and cleanse. I'm going to add some crystals. I'm going to use my Effortless adhesion glue, and I'm going to use my moon flare crystals as well as some crystal shapes. I'm going to go ahead and top coat these, and then we'll talk about the finished design.
And after I've cured that, this is the finished design. What do you guys think of this purple unicorn inspired set? Let me know down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and click the bell next to it to be notified when I post. And I will see you guys in the next one next week. Bye.